Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is day number 9 of our Glam Gore Halloween makeup series. Today we have Miss Jessica Rabbit. If you want to see how I got this look, then stay tuned. Okay, so we are starting off by removing our brows. I'm taking this Elmer's glue stick. Once that dries, I'm setting that with translucent powder. Then I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Color Corrector. And I'm going to take this full coverage foundation brush and I'm just going to lightly tap. Once that's blended out, I'm going to set it and move on to the face. For our base today, we're starting off with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Then I'm taking Estée Lauder Double Wear, and I'm just going to start to buff that into the skin. I'm not really swiping, just light taps until everything's all blended out. Then I'm going to set it and move on to the eyes. Starting off in the Morphe Sweet Oasis palette, and I'm just going to start off by creating a rounded eye shape. I'm taking this dense eye brush and I'm just packing that onto the lid. I'm not really swiping or blending it out yet. Once I get that to my liking, I'm going to go in with this shade and I'm just going to define that outer shape. Then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and start to blend that out. Next, I'm going in with this shade from the Jaclyn Hill Sunset palette, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid and then blend that out as well. For the next step, I'm going to be working out of the Made by Mitchell color case, and when you take these out, you want to make sure you warm it up on a pan or the back of your hand so that they can move and blend easily. Now I'm taking this matte Pigment Iridescent Lavender and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid as well. I felt like the one shadow was a little bit flat, so to add a little bit more dimension, I'm going into the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 6 palette and just taking a mixture of all the different purple shades and packing that onto the lid. Now onto the brows. So I'm taking my eyeshadow as a guide and I'm just drawing slight strokes in the same shape and pattern of my eyeshadow. And these eyebrows, they are not twins, they are sisters, maybe even distant cousins, but that's okay. Now we're gonna move on to the eyeliner. I'm taking the One Size liquid liner and I'm not bringing that too far out because I wanna keep the rounded shape. And now onto my base routine. I'm gonna kind of rush through this base because this is the same one I do every time I do my makeup. But I'm pretty much taking my concealer. I'm using the One Size concealer as well as the Hourglass airbrush. And I'm gonna let that set a little bit before blending it out. In the meantime, I'm gonna apply my lashes. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and buff that concealer out. Next, I'm going to be setting my face with the Sacha Buttercup powder. Then I'm going to follow that up with the One Size powder just to really highlight the under eye area. Now we are carving out our face with this Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade Chestnut. For cream blush today, we are using the Makeup Forever face palette. And I'm just going to be blending that into the skin and setting that with a powdered blush. After that, I went ahead and lined my waterline with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. Onto the lips. So I'm starting off by lining my lips with MAC. I'm using the shade Chestnut, and then I'm going to be going in with about 2 or 3 different reds. If you don't have multiple reds, that's okay. Just use Chestnut or use a darker, maybe black liner just so that you can create some dimension. So I'm starting off with a very dark red. This is a Bobbi Brown liquid lipstick, and then I'm going to be going in with the Fenty liquid lipstick in the middle just to keep a nice ombre. So I'm using the deeper reds on the outside, brighter reds on the inside. Now I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter and I'm adding that to all the high points of my face. Then I decided to add a little bit more dimension to the eye area. So I'm going back in with the same purples that I use and I'm going to smoke out my waterline. And for my last step, I decided I needed to add a little bit more gloss to the lip. So I went in with this matte clear gloss and I just added it as a topper to finish off the look. And here is the finished look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this look. Once again, this is day number 9 out of our 31-day Halloween makeup series. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below which video you are looking forward to seeing the most. And I will see you guys soon.